What's going on, boys? Goes back to another video. Today I got some helpful information for my up and coming content creator, streamers, whatnot, primarily streamers. I got 5 tips, 5 tricks that you can put to use that will facilitate growth. If you do find any of this information useful to you, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button for me. You know what I mean? Give me an algorithm to help more people out. I'm trying to make the world a better place by getting everyone to chase their dreams, because I know becoming a content creator can be one of the most stressful things on planet Earth, especially if you have anxiety like me and a couple of my friends. So let's get straight into it. Tip number 1 would be focus primarily on your energy. What I mean by energy, I mean like when you're getting ready to stream. You know, if you're not feeling down for the task, if you're feeling under the weather, not like physically, but like mentally, like you're foggy up here, just take a deep breath, clear your mind, and focus on what's in front of you, not what's around you. You got to be fully immersed when it comes to content creation, because honestly, when you're fully immersed, it's like a whole different universe when you're immersed in what you're doing. I've noticed that, at least. So just block out everything that isn't relevant to what you are doing at that present moment. Focus on that and just that, and then afterwards, then you can handle things one at a time. So yeah, stay focused, stay immersed. Tip number 2 I have for you is don't worry about the gear you got. I got some pretty mid tier level gear. Not saying mid isn't bad, but it's not the best and it's not the worst. I've actually worked really hard for the stuff I have around me. It's been 4 years. I haven't even had this set up for a year yet. So, you know, things come with patience. You just gotta stay focused, stay motivated, and keep the grind going. So don't focus about what gear you got. Don't think you need the best PC and the best monitor, the best mic, the best anything, because you don't need the best anything. Honestly, tell you the truth, you don't need the best anything. You can use your console and get out there for real. So don't worry about your gear. The gear is not the most important thing in the beginning of the process. Tip number 3, don't focus on your view count, okay? In the beginning, your view count will be probably low to none, okay? This is just what's gonna happen, especially if you're streaming on Twitch. It's gonna happen. It's inevitable unless you grew up in a LeBron James family. If you grew up and your family already has a fan base, you probably won't get noticed your first couple years. You may get noticed by like a couple people, but it won't be like, oh my gosh, 1,000 viewers my first day streaming. No, you'd be lucky if you even got 5 viewers. So don't focus on the view goal. Just stay true to yourself and pretend there's an audience there. What I like to do is when I'm streaming is I will cut off my view count, so that way I won't know if I'm talking to myself or if I'm talking to a million people. You just never know. It'll keep your mind clear, and it'll keep your emotions in the same place, because if you see you have viewers, then you're gonna want to try too hard, and then no one wants to like someone who tries entirely too hard to put on a show. And then if you see you don't have any viewers, it could possibly demotivate you and make you want to give up, because in the beginning of my streaming and content creation career, I did that, and I felt a significant change when I would see that there was nobody watching from when there was like 10 people watching. So don't focus on how many people are watching. Just pretend that there are people watching, and stay true to yourself and keep your emotions in check, because that's probably one of the most important things. Don't pay attention to the view count. I'm telling you, it works wonders if you can't see who's watching you. Tip number 4 or 5. 4? 5. We're just gonna call it 4. Tip number 4, do things you enjoy. Don't do things everyone else enjoys, because it may not be fulfilling to you. If you want to play Minecraft all day, dude, play Minecraft all day. If someone comes into your chat and is like, bro, you got to play this game or I'm not watching you, bro, fuck them. You got to do what you do, because at the end of the day, you got to make yourself happy. No one else is going to make you happy besides yourself. So stay true to whatever it is you like and focus on that. And even if you do want to play more than one game, set a schedule. Say you stream for 5 hours a day. You can spend an hour 30 minutes on one game, move to the next hour 30 minutes, move to the next hour 30 minutes. Or if you stream 5 days out of the week, you can pick 5 games you want to play that week and play them on each streaming day. You know what I mean? And that brings me to my last important tip. Schedule. You have to get a schedule. Now, if you're working full time like me, usually your schedule is relatively the same. Mine's relatively the same. So I can base my schedule around that. I at least try and stream every other night after work or at the same time if I don't have to work that day. And if I don't have to work that day and I'm feeling up for the task, if I don't have anything planned, like editing videos or recording videos that day, I will let my community know, hey, I'm gonna go live in about an hour or two. Make sure everyone's prepared, you know, this and that. Give them a notice. It's like a job, but don't treat it as a job. It's like a job. You know, you just gotta inform people, because that's probably one of the most important things you can do. If no one knows you're gonna go live, no one's gonna join. So schedule your streams and whatnot ahead of time, and really think about it, because schedules can change. If you feel like something will come up, then try not to schedule around that day, or don't stream that whole day. Yeah, those are my 5 tips. Now, 5 tricks that I found were pretty useful is playing video games with friends. It's a pretty different experience. Playing games with yourself is cool and all, like story-based games. I do recommend you do play those by yourself. But if you're into multiplayer games and you have friends you can play with, always invite them to play, because it makes the experience 10 times better. Always. Trick number 2 would be to challenge yourself. If you feel like your gameplay is getting dull, or whatever you're doing is getting dull, try and add some twist in there. Now, I'm not saying go get a bottle of Henny and you're underage. Now, if you are of age, you could do like say you play in an FPS shooter. Every time you die, you take a shot, or every match you lose, you take a shot. That'll challenge you to want to be better, or, you know, do some crazy shit, fuck up and get drunk. But don't get too drunk, because it could lead to bad things. Trick number 3 is expand your horizon. I know you want to play Fortnite, I know you want to play Apex, I know you want to play Warzone, but at the same time, you can burn out pretty quick doing the same thing over and over again. Me, I like to have a wide variety of games. I play FPS shooters, strategies, role playing, RPG adventures, car games. I do all of it. So just expand your horizon. I'm not saying you're gonna like it, but at least give it a try. And who knows, it could bring in a bigger audience that you didn't even think existed. I know when I started streaming CarX, I bring in an audience that I didn't even know I would bring in. So always expand your horizons. There is no right or wrong answer to branching out. Either it'll work for you and you'll enjoy it, or it won't work and you'll just go back to what you're doing. It doesn't hurt to try. Trick number 4 or 5, I'm losing track. I need to, now that I really think about it, these aren't really tricks. These are just 10 tips, to be honest. So the next thing I have for you is, if you see someone who is as of the same caliber as you, try and, you know, make amends, make friends with that person, because you never know how life-changing having another content creator in your life can be. Me, I have a couple of friends who are decent sized content creators who are actually really close friends with me, and I don't even see it as like a partner thing. I see it as like a friendship. Like we have fun all the time. Like, you guys know Grayson Roberts. Yeah, he did BMX. I became really good friends with him, and now we're just, you know, we play games together, we help each other out with content. My friend Sammy, he's a pretty decent sized content creator. He does anime and gameplay, and he's helped me out too. And there's a couple other people that I pop into their streams, interact with them, and whatnot. So if you see someone, if you're just like not doing anything and you're just like browsing through some like Twitch or YouTube, and you see someone who's pretty low, a pretty small content creator, become friends with them, because it could go a long way. YouTube could blow up, or U3, U10 could blow up in a matter of a year or months. Whatever it may be. Try and make friends with other content creators. Networking is your best friend. And last but not least, always have fun. You don't want to do something if you're not having fun. If you're not having fun, then what's the point in doing it? That's like you getting a 9 to 5 at a job you hate. You're gonna want to quit it. You're gonna regret going every time you have to go. It's just gonna make your life miserable. It's gonna dampen your mental state, and it's just not worth it. So if you have fun doing it, that's all that matters. Just keep doing it, having fun, and eventually the outcome you want will prevail itself. It will become known. So yeah, those are my tips and tricks, which were actually just tips. If you did enjoy today's video, hit that like button for me, and if you aren't subbed and you want to become part of the family, hit that sub button. It doesn't cost nothing but energy and time, and that notification bell so you don't miss an upload. It's been real. Lorenzo out. Stay safe. Cheers.